Okay, so here is an example of a question that is much more complicated looking, but I don't think it's really that complex at all. So it says S of n equals, and it gives you the normal formula where you add them all up, and then it says S of n equals 2n squared plus n. So this is a unique situation where they give you a different formula for S of n that you would not normally know. It's unique to this specific thing. So A says write down the values of S1 and S2. So S1 is 2 times n squared, so 2 times 1 squared plus 1. So S of 1 is, if I put that in the calculator, it's going to give me 3. Now you have to think about this. When you get the sum of one term, it's just that term. So this right here means U1 equals 3. S2 equals 2 times 2 squared plus 2. So that's going to be 10 if you put it in the calculator. So 2 times 2 squared plus 2. So that's 10. Now you have to be careful because that doesn't mean that the second term is 10. That's the sum of the first two terms. So that means U1. So this is U1 plus U2. Well, we know U1 is 3. So 10 equals 3 plus U2. So then minus 3 minus 3, 7 equals U2. So now I have U1 and U2, which was what the second part wanted me to do. Then it says find the common difference. All right, so the common difference, and these problems I hate how they don't take me to do it. But the second term was 7, so it's 7 minus 3 is 4. That's the common difference. So there's the common difference. All right, so basically we're just playing a game with us where we have to use algebra, really simple algebra, to figure out the first terms. So then it says find U10. Okay, well now I start using my formulas. So UN equals U1 plus n minus 1 times d. And I just figured everything out. So U1 was 3, so plus 10 minus 1, so what's UN times 4. Okay, so that's going in the calculator. So it's 3 plus 10 minus 1 times 4. 39. So U10 equals 39. Now, the one thing I would do with these is I would label everything. I would circle everything. I would circle everything and label it if you're not going to make like a nice, neat, little organized chart. Find the greatest value of n for which un is less than 100. So now it wants, and you got to pay attention because usually it does this with sums, but it wants to know un. So what I'm actually going to do, I could do it different ways to find when the un, the term is less than 100. I'm going to write the general form of this. So it's going to be 3 plus n minus 1 times 4. That's how I find the term. And then I plug in n. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the calculator figure this out for me. Anytime it asks me to figure out how many terms or what's the number of terms to get at least or at most, I'm going to do this in the calculator. I'm going to clear that thing, that jumbled mess that I had there. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put in 3 plus x minus 1 times the difference, which is 4. I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to go to my table. And I'm going to look for when this thing gets to be 100. Now, it's obviously going to take a while. So I'm going to just hit down. 25 is 99. 26 is 103. So I'm just going to write down U25 equals 99. U26 equals 103. So it says, find the greatest value of n. So n is at most 25. So there's my answer to that one. And again, I just let the calculator figure out what all of these terms are. And then it says, find the value of n for which S of n is equal to 1275. And again, I'm not playing around with algebra on these, so it's going to be quadratic. So S of n equals n over 2 times 2 u1 plus n minus 1 times 3. I'm going to plug in what I know. I don't know n, so it's going to be n over 2. 2 times u1 was 3, so 2 times 3 plus, I don't know what the n is, but I know that d is 4. All right, so there's my formula. That's going in the calculator. Just clear that one out. Alpha y equals x over 2. 2 times 3 plus x minus 1, 4. So there's my formula. Again, I don't want the graph, I want the table. So I'm going to go to the table. All right, now I'm up in here, and it wanted it to be 1,275. So I'm actually in a pretty good spot because there it is right there. All right, so S24. So again, what am I going to do to show my work? I'm just going to write a couple of them down. S24 equals 1275. No, sorry, S24 equals 1176. And S25 equals 1275. So, well, it said, what is n when the total equals 1275? N equals 25. All right, and that's probably, that would be worth a lot of points, and it should take you a while on an IB exam, but it's still just really an algebra question.